What's up, everybody? This is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing the North Node conjunction Mars. So, in this video, you will definitely hear me saying North Node conjunct Mars. I just shorten it up that way so it's easier for me. However, what is the North Node and what is the North Node all about? The North Node is all about your purpose in life, the direction that you are supposed to be going and moving towards. Where the South Node is the area, and it comes from your past life, the area that you already dealt with, that you're more inclined to doing, but you need to break away from that to move into your North Node and start accumulating and understanding and grasping what that path is all about. So the North Node is definitely the direction that's going to pull you towards it, pull you towards your destiny, pull you towards where you need to be and what you need to be doing in this actual life. The South Node is the past life and the things that you already understood and mastered pretty much in your past life. But now, what ends up happening in this life is that because you're so inclined to that past life in your subconscious mind, you'll find yourself being more inclined to still wanting to do those same things, those same traits in this life. But the North Node is going to push you to do towards your new path. Okay, anytime you have a North Node, okay, it's going to be opposite polarities going on here. So, say for example, your North Node is in Gemini, then your South Node is going to be in Sagittarius. If your North Node is in Cancer, your South Node is going to be in Capricorn, just so that you can fully understand it. That's how it's positioned. Okay, so now, what is Mars? Mars is the planet of a soldier. It's about going to war. It has to do with weapons. It's about taking action, being proactive, your fighting spirit, and your warrior soul. It has so much to do with your drive, your passion, and the way that you assert your energy into this life. All right, so we're going to jump into this today. North Node conjunct Mars in the natal birth chart. This is an aspect, and you may have this aspect, you may not have this aspect, and you may also just know somebody that just has this in their natal birth chart. So now these men and women, they have a violent nature. Oh, yes, they do. These men and women have a violent nature. A lot of killers do have this placement in their natal birth chart. It has been shown, it has been proven. If you don't believe me, you could look it up your goddamn self. But this is what it is. These men and women are fighters. They will fight to the death for their loved ones, for their friends, for their husbands, anything that they believe in. They are definitely about going to war, fighting to the death. They will go to war for whatever it is that they believe in. And even if these men and women do get into confrontation, conflict, or a argument, fight, they will come out and beat their opponent. Even if they are beaten down to the fucking ground very severely and badly, they will still win the fight at the end of the day. And that's some powerful shit. Mm. These people can lie, they can cheat, they can steal, and they are highly manipulative. Okay, so these traits were definitely not embedded in them in their past life. So what it is they come into this life with a set of skills. They come into this life really having to be pushed to go to great lengths to prove that they are who they are. They are worthy. They are conquerors. They are soldiers. These are these men and women. They can be into politics. They can be lawyers. They can be athletes. You will definitely see that a lot of politicians, lawyers, and athletes do also have this placement. Okay, it's not limited to killers and murderers. But yes, they definitely can have displacement also. They they usually can land themselves into leadership positions, even powerful positions in their life where they're able to gain wealth, gain money, and obtain it in that kind of way. Okay, these men and women, um, they can be into black magic and doing black magic on people. Okay, this is a powerful placement. If you do have this placement, this placement is something else, but it is a placement to take caution and be aware and to use and insert your energy in the proper way. Okay. However, these men and women can be drawn to weapons and masters at using them. So this goes to say with shooting guns, knives, anything that has to do with metal. These men and women can perfect it. Okay, they might even be snipers. These men and women are the type of people when being pushed to the limit, they can feel like they are being pulled towards uh, so many different things. Okay, they should stay. They should walk away. Should they be calm? Should they stab the person? Should I kill the person? Should I go off? Should I not go off? So a lot of things could go on in these men and women minds, almost as if there's the angel and the devil talking to them at the same damn time. One convincing them to be more gentle and kind, and the other person saying, no, go out and do it. Just go on and do it. So it can actually go on in their fucking minds in this damn way. Something pushing them and pulling them towards doing devious and devilish shit. And then at the same time, pulling them towards walking away from the situation and just not dealing with the fucking conflict. But see, what happens with this placement, North Node conjunct Mars, these men and women, even when they are at their highest level of anger, when they are feeling like they are about to lose their minds, what ends up happening is these men and women do think before they actually act. They think about it. Even if they are in a fight and they're fighting and they beating this person's ass, just whooping them straight the fuck out, pounding them out. They can think in their minds while they're doing it, should they go all the way in or should they stop right now? Should I hit this person in their face with this bat or should I hit them on their fucking side with the shit? This is what these men and women can do in a fucking fight where people usually just go straight up ballistic and they just aim and swing all different ways. These men and women don't do that. They don't just do it, not every single time. I mean, of course they can, but sometimes when it's going to that extreme to where they can probably even off you, this is definitely the place in the area where they will think while they're actually taking the action. Does this deserve this for the very fucking moment? They can think about it. And now the crazy part about this is thinking about it is they might still off your ass. They might still hit you in the face with that fucking bat. But then in other scenarios, they might just hit you in your shoulder with the shit 5 fucking times or 10 times instead of just bopping you in your fucking face 2 times, knocking you straight the fuck out with a bat. See what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to say with this placement. It can go so many different ways if you have this placement. North Node conjunct men and women. They will be very much hands-on men and women. Okay, this is a powerful aspect to have. It is a physical strength. It's a lot of physical strength in this placement. Okay, and they have the endurance and the abilities provided with it. Okay, they can be driven towards ambition and intensely involved in life. All right, these men and women are very ambitious. They are serious about what it is that they want to do. They want to be able to be in. leadership positions, powerful positions. They want to be able to stand up and work in those kind of outlets. So they can definitely be entrepreneurs. They can have their own business, run the business, have people work for them. They can be public speakers. They can definitely enlighten somebody also. All right, these men and women may not be content with waiting for opportunities. They prefer to go out there and make shit happen. So they are self made men and women. They're not about waiting around. They can be very highly impatient because they want shit to get done now. They want shit to come to them right now. That waiting shit is like, huh, I ain't gonna keep waiting on this job. I went, filled out the application for here, filled out the application for there. I'm about to do the shit my goddamn self. And then if that shit comes along, I'll work a couple of days there and I already got my own shit going on. This is how these men and women think. Another thing with this placement, these men and women may not be content with going around and just letting people tell them how things are going to be for their life. They are the type of people that pretty much do have a firm idea and ideals on what it is that they want to do out into this world. Okay, they do not struggle with that. They are like, I know what I want to do, I know what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to do. So, North Node conjunct Mars, men and women, can be very rugged, ruthless, and rough. They do have a brave warrior soul and a fighting spirit. They would make for good entrepreneurs and are not afraid of new territory. So, whenever they are positioned in an area, working on a new job, working in a area that they have never worked before, they're not afraid of those things. They know how to take charge. They know how to operate in the proper manner. They can fight with passion for what they feel is important to them. But now the negative side to them is that they have extreme inner tension and frustration because the fighting spirit and desire to conquer can distract them. These people will still instead pull towards it. Okay, so that is a struggle for them. Having a lot of inattention, a lot of frustration. So that's definitely going to mean that they do suppress energy. They have a lot of repressive energy inside of them. And what ends up happening is because they bottle it up, they hold it inside, this allows the outlet to be open for them to fucking fully explode, go the fuck off, spaz the fuck out on people. This can definitely happen. Now, in their past life, these men and women did not insert their energy in a forceful way. So definitely people did take advantage of these men and women, took their kindness for weakness. They could have been caregivers. They could have been out to make sure that everybody else was good in a sacrificial way. Making sure things were intact, making sure things was in place and were going smoothly was their main thing. Okay? And because of this, in this life, they come into this life and these men and women do now have their North Node conjunct Mars. And because of this, the push and the drive is going to pull them towards being more rough, being more tough, being more rugged, being more ruthless, coming at a situation instead of not saying shit and letting shit rock. So this is why these men and women have all of this, because in their past life, they did not stand up in the way that they may have even wanted to. And that's another thing. They could have had so much repressed energy for them in their past life, how the world had was because of how the world was and it had been. These men and women could have definitely felt like um, They just let shit just be the way that it was going to be. Could have wanted to stand up, could have wanted to knock people's heads off and just do all types of things, but they did not do it. And in this life, they're being pushed towards fucking people up, knocking people out, shooting somebody, stabbing somebody when things go on and pop off. So they have a very hot headed, very temperamental men and women. Okay, they can go off. Their danger that they will create artificial images of their enemies as a result of suppressed aggression. The behavior of these men and women is often inappropriate, and their responses may be even extravagant. So, this is exactly what I'm talking about. In their past life, they did not um, do all of these aggressive acts. They were more passive aggressive. So now in this life, they're being pushed to be aggressive. They're being pushed to be off the hook, outrageous, extravagant, doing things. When things happen, the problems arises. It looks like it's very much inappropriate to people. It was bad timing. I can't believe that you really got to that extent. You're really that mad. But yeah, they is. They really are. Now this is my placement. I do have this aspect in my natal birth chart, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. This is an aspect to have if you have it. I have been looking up birth charts and analyzing birth charts and things like that. And I have noticed that somebody else does have this placement out of all the birth charts that I've been looking at. So I did see that somebody else did have this placement. This placement is rough to have if you have it. However, you do need to look into your natal birth chart to see if you have other things that could smooth this energy out, okay? Because this is something else. However, these men and women, what they do need to do is find an outlet for all of this energy, even though we know that they are about being drawn to all types of different things, more towards things that are negative, being forced to be pushed to really go the fuck off is something that you need to just really chill out on. Okay, sometimes everything doesn't deserve a reaction to it at the very moment. This placement has to do with timing. Okay, and that's just what I'm going to say about that. Things are about timing, and everything doesn't call for an action at the time. You just need to learn how to pick your battles wisely. Use that wisdom that you do have in order to balance out this energy. So this is all I'm going to say about this placement for now. In future videos to come, I will be going more into depth into this placement. It's so much more to cover. Please be sure to check out my online store. It is Grammy Gear at www.grammygear.com. If you need a caterer, be sure to hit me up. I am the chef goddess, also at Supreme Royale Catering at gmail.com. If you need my husband to do any work to your home, swimming pool, or business, you can hit him up at ironnesbit90 at gmail.com. Now, if you need me to analyze your birth chart for you, break it down so you can fully understand and grasp, that will be $70. And if you need a synastry chart, composite chart, it will be $90. So, this has been A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all, and I will see you on the next one.